Good morning. Happy Thursday. Good morning, Daniel. It's nice to see you. And it's nice to see you too. That's my buddy, Paulie the crocodile. So, today's Thursday, guys. I'm glad we're still doing the school thing. I know it's hard to do it when you're home and it doesn't really feel the same. And it's kind of hard for me too. And we're all just doing the best we can. So here's what we're going to do today. Thursday, let's see, please notice in your classroom, Google Classroom, that I gave everybody their own schedule today. So it's under the assignments. Yesterday I just had one that everybody looked at, but today everybody has their own copy. I'm still learning how to use Google Classroom. This way, when you have your own copy, you can actually do the checks next to each item as you check it off. And please do so, because I'm going to look at these once in a while and just see, like, hey, how's, let's say, Carter doing on his checklist? And then I'll look it up and I'm like, oh, okay, looks like you checked them all off. Nice job, Carter. So once you open that up, you're going to be able to see what I'm talking about, and it's this kind of stuff. Here's what we have going on today. Read 30 minutes. Read every day. That's schoolwork, but it's also just fun, because who doesn't like to read? I mean, I guess some people don't, but reading is a simple pleasure that is great for your brain, and it makes you feel good. And it's fun to hear a story, and it's a nice way to escape into a different world. You can take any kind of trip you want if you're able to use your imagination. So read for 30 minutes. We've got a new read aloud. It's this, The Dreamer by Pam Munoz Ryan. And it has really great illustrations that look like, well, there's one. And you're going to notice as I read, I'm going to be putting illustrations up once in a while, because they kind of give you a sense of what's going on. And this character, Neftali, has a very vivid imagination, and the illustrations are usually illustrating his imagination. And it's a really beautiful book, and it's written very beautifully. It takes place in Chile, and it's very poetic. So you're going to listen to that. That's 15 minutes or so, and you can click on the pictures to look at the illustrations I mentioned. You're going to keep working on your grandparent interview. I gave each person a checklist today. So on the checklist, it has all the things you want to make sure your interview has. You need to check off each one to get full credit. So for instance, you're going to have to check off that, oh yes, I did indeed get a quote from my grandparent about what they used to like to do. And yes, I did get a different quote for what they like to do today. And yes, I did get some favorites. So you're going to check all those off. I would recommend editing after you feel like you're finished and you've done the checklist and you've checked for just simple things like capitals and periods, and does it look like what might be printed in the newspaper? Talk to your parents and have your parents look at it, and they might have some suggestions, because you might have missed something and they might see something. So make sure you do that too. And then, especially once you're proud of it, your parents will probably say, whoa, you've been learning a lot about writing in Daniel's class. And you'll be like, yeah, I have. And that would make me feel good, and you feel good. Okay, so we've got the next thing is working on cursive for 20 minutes in your cursive book. Everybody should have a cursive book. And I will also upload it onto the Google Classroom. So if you don't, you can always print it out if you have a printer at home. But please work on 20 minutes in your cursive book. Everybody should have that in the cursive book. Kathy has a PE lesson. Please do that. You will have a math lesson. There's a Newsela again. Go to anything you want on Newsela, newsela.com. I think you should just be able to log right into it. But if you need the class code, it's listed here. And that's everything for the day. So kind of maybe a slightly shorter day than yesterday. Remember, the extension/challenge is that if you finish your grandparent interview easily, and that's something you can just knock out, then try doing another grandparent interview with a different grandparent or a different older person who you know and are friends with. Okay, that's it. I hope you guys all have a great day. Hey, that's what I was going to say. I hope you have a great day.